Hey everybody, welcome to Raincross Farms Makery. It is Thursday night and it is crafting time. Every day is crafting day, right? So, my name is Robin. Behind the camera, behind the computer is my husband Bill. We are coming to you just outside of Lewiston, Idaho. Beautiful day today. I hope your weather is lovely as well. And we have a fun project tonight. So, when you hop on, say hello. If the red box up here says live, you're watching us live. If it's not there, you're watching the replay. Please comment anyway. Just include hashtag replay so we know when you watched. So say hello. Let us know who's out there. I'm going to set up the live on my phone so I can see it a little better and read comments. If you watch lives, you know what to do. Love our video, follow our page, share it out to your page, to a friend's page, to a craft group you belong to. Any way that you can share it out there helps us out. Hello, Sissa. Hello, Liana. How is everyone tonight? So, and we also have our stars activated, and we so appreciate any of those donations. So, Lisa, you have a lot of emojis going on there. Hi, Alana. How is everybody? End of the week, winding down. Can you believe it's already Thursday night? The weeks just kind of go by fast for us. We're retired. Who knows? Anyway, hope you have had a great week so far. A couple of days ago, we did a project. Oh, I left it. Oh, I posted it. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably out of camera range. You can see the bottom one. It was from our book collection series, and we are going to do another one of those designs tonight. So let me show you the entire series. Okay, this one is our A-size transfer. It says, I read past my bedtime. So that's cute. It is currently out of stock, but it should be back in stock next week. So if you really like this, don't dismay. It is coming back and we are going to do a project with it. This is our B-size transfer, 8.5 by 11. It says emotionally attached to fictional characters. Again, these are all part of our book collection theme. This is called fictional characters. The one we did the other night, and I've kind of cut it apart, and I think I put it in one of them upside down. It's between the pages of a book is a lovely place to be, and there's a little bookshelf, and that's what we did up here on two separate frames. We did that on watercolor paper. So if you're interested in seeing that, go back to our page and check out our live videos, and you'll see the one that does something about books. The one we're going to do tonight is the Big Daddy. This is our D-size transfer. It's 18 by 18, and it is called Flower Book. So you can see it's got an open book, and that's got all these flowers coming out because don't books bring us a lot of beauty and a lot of peace? And anyway, so this is the transfer we're going to use. And sometimes, honestly, I'll tell you, I'm still a little intimidated by the big transfers, but we're going to do it. We're going to be fine. Me too. It does go by fast. Yes, it does. And they're all pretty. I love the entire set. So I'm going to do something with the entire, all four of them, and I'm going to put it up in a little reading corner in my house. And we'll take pictures and we'll post it. Anyway, so we're going to do it scared, and we are going to work with one of the big transfers. And I was thinking about putting this on a pillowcase, doing it in ink. And then Bill reminded me, we love to go thrift shopping. And so we go to thrift stores and things call to me, and I buy them and bring them home, and I don't quite have a reason for it yet, but something always comes up. This is what I found.
Wait a minute. Found this?
Well, you found it, and you sent me over to it. You said you need to go look. Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is. It is a window casing that somebody put a chalkboard in. They actually had written on it, and I cleaned that up. I didn't clean up the frame too much. I kind of wanted it a little grungy. I am going to take like a wet wipe and just kind of, because it's more than grunge. Some of it's a little dirt. This is a huge daddy. Okay. I got scared working with these big ones too. You know, we're just going to do it little by little. So I'm going to take a antibacterial wipe just so I don't get any sort of poisoning. I didn't want to wax it up or anything, clean it up. I could have painted it, but I chose not to. It's kind of got a worn finish to it already, which I love. Just really getting some of the dirt off because it has probably sat in someone's garage for quite a bit of time. So yeah, see, kind of dirty. And this is an actual window. You can see all the little hardware pieces. So it's going to be fun. Okay. So let me dry this off. It's slightly big, but that's okay. This is a good size. This design will hold its own. Hi, friend. Glad you're watching. You're live. You're so faithful to watch our replays. It's good to have you live. And I am sort of getting my inspiration from you and your daughter because you did this transfer. I don't know if it was you or if it was Dawn or both of you together, but you did it, and I told you to post it on the VIP page, and I loved it. So we're going to do this. Bill says we're going to do it with the handle up, although I think technically the handle would be down on a window, but we'll have a little extra room here, but that's okay. So this is it. We're just going to get started. Maybe we ought to do it down. What do you think? Should the handle be up or should it be down like it would be if it was a working window? Up or down? Because it's going to take me a minute. Yeah. Down or up for the handle. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, because I'm going to fuzz this. I'm not going to wax this surface because it will leave it's not like a painted surface where the wax would kind of sink into it. It would just sit on the top and look kind of smeary. I don't know. So I'm not going to wax the surface, but I am going to fuzz the transfer. It is sticky, sticky, sticky. First time I've used it. So I'm going to put a little bit of fuzz on it. I'm just going to do it half the transfer at a time. Folded it over. This says up.
What do you think, up or down?
I'm thinking I could, if it was down, I could hang something from it.
That's exactly.
It could. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'd hang from it. Something book related. My glasses. Ooh. Hang my glasses on it. Okay, now I'm going to fold this over to the other side and get some fuzz on this side. Oh, but I've never done one. Well, you don't have to have done one to have an opinion. Isn't that the truth? Everybody gets an opinion. And I may or may not do what you say. Trying to make sure I don't get any big pieces of fuzz. The good thing about this is I'm not worried about the surface. I'm not worried about damaging the surface with the sticky transfer. I just don't want it to stick so well that when I peel up the transfer, I stretch it or distort it. Okay, so that feels like it gave way a little bit. Okay, so what did we decide? Did we want to go down just in case we want to hang something? Okay. Then I've got to turn it my way. So okay. So my fuzzed transfer, I'm going to center it as well as I can in here. If anything, I'll go a little bit lower than center. I'm going to start from the middle and push out because I'm pushing out any of those air bubbles. So Fran, who did this one? Or did you both do it? Is it a group effort? I know you went away for the weekend up to the mountains and you did some crafting. Okay, so I'm making sure I don't have any, I do feel something stuck under there, so I must have a big piece of lint or something. Oh, open it. There. Okay. And some people take their squeegee and do that to my Cricut.
I'm just trying to get
It won't go. Okay. I'm gonna move some of my paste. This is a big daddy here. Big daddy.
Like that.
Okay.
Good, right there.
Okay. So some people, like I said, they take their squeegee to kind of make sure they've pressed out any air bubbles, but I like to use my hand because sometimes I can feel little bumps here and there. And if I have any bumps, I can have bleeding on there. Dawn did it. Okay, well, I'm sure you were right there cheering her on, telling her what colors to use. Okay, I've got that down. We're going to use a whole bunch of colors. If you are interested in these transfers, I have the whole set in a cart link. So you can type the word books in the comments and you will get the cart link, and it will have all 4 of the transfers in it, but you will get a little notice that will say the A size, that small one with the eyeglasses, is not available. So it won't pop up until that comes back in stock. But you will see all of the transfers in the series. And I think I threw in some paste colors and some squeegees and whatnot. Anyway, type the word books if you want to take a look at that. If you want to purchase some ink or paste, I'm having a sale right now through the end of the month. So you'll want to check that out. You can type the word sale. Everybody's having sales.
They're actually having a sale on stars.
Sale on stars. Oh, yeah, Facebook is having a sale on stars. Okay, so we may need a little bit of black here and there. No, we're not going to need black because it's a blackboard. Never mind. Okay, I've got a couple shades of blue. I have colonial blue and dusky blue. And I have a couple of shades of pink. I have raspberry sorbet and peony. And I've got some berry, which is kind of a purplish color. I've got papaya, which is an orangey color. And I've got some dune. Instead of white, because I think I want to do the book in a really light color to get the most contrast, but I didn't want to use white, so I'm going to use dune for the book itself. And then I've got some pesto green, which is probably my favorite green for leaves and whatnot, and some bumblebee. And if we decide on some other colors, I'll get them off the shelf. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to start with the book. We're going to do paste and peel. If I took the time to completely paste on this, it will be dry where I started. And then if I go to peel up the transfer and the paste has dried in the screen, it's not going to stick to the surface. So I need to pull the transfer while the paste is still wet. So I don't have time before, because our paste dries pretty quickly. I won't have time to do it all. So I'm going to do it in bits and pieces, and we'll do what's called paste and peel. So I'll paste it before it dries. I'll peel it up. I'll give it a quick dryer with the blow dryer, and then we'll put it back down and we'll keep going. Now, this right here, the pages of the book go straight into the leaves. So I don't want, actually, what if I did this in light green instead, and then did this in dark green and kind of did an ombre right there? I think I'm going to do that. We just make things up as we go. So I'm going to use the sage. I'm going to use the sage for the book, and I'm not going to worry about delineating that page. I'm going to kind of blend it in. So let's just jump in and do this big daddy. Okay, so my sage, this is chalk paste, so it's chalk in paste form. Ooh. Just start talking here.
I replied to Cindy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'll only do one, but I will go back later and send you the other link.
I don't have the information in front of me.
Welcome, Cindy. I was looking to see which Cindy it was. Your name is not familiar. Are you new, Cindy? Welcome, welcome if you are. Welcome even if you aren't. Okay. So now I want to be a little bit careful.
Oh,
well, good.
Just haven't.
Good. Yep, I understand. We've got people who don't comment. So that's okay. We would love it if you do.
I like comments.
Well, and you
I've
just
seen
kind
her
of
do this once or twice.
Yeah, you should probably do this for me once in a while. I should probably do a live for me once in a while.
Hey, I posted the picnic table.
You did.
And it's only gotten 6 views. So
Okay. So I am
not a star.
I'm trying to get over the top of this so I can see. I'm kind of curving this around just with my squeegee. Okay. Now I'm going to stop there. And before I peel this up, I'm going to get started on this because I'm going to ombre this. I'm just going to get that first little bit of pesto down. Okay, so this is how I do an ombre. I put the paste, I just butt it up next to each other, 2 pastes that I'm going to blend. Then I get my finger just barely damp, not wet, not dripping. And then I just kind of, I'm trying to push the light color into the dark color because the dark will overtake the light. Not like biblically where the light overcomes the darkness. In colors here, just trying to blend the two so that it looks a little seamless. Okay. Wash off finger, and I'm going to dry my finger, and then we're going to peel this up so this doesn't dry. Have a corner, move to the middle. Just going to peel up what we have pasted so far. see I've got a little bit of it that kind of dried, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to dry this up. And I don't know if you can see that ombre, but there is it flowed from the light green, the sage, to the light green to the darker green, almost seamless. I'm gonna lay that down. Little spot right there that, see, that had some paint that did kind of dry in the screen. Sometimes that did it. Okay, so what I just did is I just took a damp finger and kind of re-moistened that paste. Okay, now I'm going to lay this back down, but I'm not going to press it down where I have already chalked. Push it down where I still need to chalk. Fingers are still a little wet. I'm making sure that is all pressed down. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more of this green. And there's a lot of green here, so I'm just gonna I might stop partway through and paste and peel. See how far we get before I feel we need to. Flower. Now I've got a little tight spot here, so I'm going to switch over to my detail tool, which has a little tiny squeegee. It's going to allow me to get into those tight spaces. Looks like I got some green on my flower. I'm going to go over it. Yep. It's because I'm rushing, and you probably should not rush when you're doing this. But again, I'm not wanting my paste to dry. So I'm going to stop right there for now. I'm going to peel this up. Yep. Hit this with a dryer. You can see a couple little spots that I might need to touch up later, but this does not have to be perfect. Do want to kind of make sure this part that I haven't done pushed down. Okay, so let's continue on with our greenery. Whole thing. So, if you did something, if you did a project this big, do you have a place in your house where you could display it?
I was trying to figure out where we're.
I was thinking in the living room. Got some big wall space.
I'll read this because your head down. Really.
Oh, well, we are glad to have you. Glad to have you. If you are looking at this and you're thinking, "Oh, I'd like to try that," I do have some little mini kits available, and you can just let me know you're interested in a mini kit, or you can type in the word sample.
Oh, no, she can't.
You can't. Well,
Well,
type.
you can.
If you type in the word sample, it will flag me, and I will send. I'm back to my detail tool because this is close quarters here. All details. Okay. And noticed, I think this is a leaf floating around in midair. We are going to make it green. Okay. Let's see. Fill this up. Very sticky. Pretty good. A couple of little spots that we're going to want to touch up. And I am noticing this is not a true chalkboard, or it's not a very good quality chalkboard surface, because I'm seeing that our transfer is actually pulling up some little bits of the black, which is perfectly fine because I'm not going to use it as a chalkboard.
Realistically, that'll end up adding to the texture of the overall picture.
Yeah, it'll just kind of give it a little texture.
Lana says she has a couple of balls. You know, this is a neat thing to have right by a library.
Yeah, if you had a big bookcase or a special place where you sit to read. So now I'm just going through and making sure this is all pushed down. Where I have not yet chalked. So let's work on this side. And I think I'm done with green. So put this in a water bath. And that in the water bath. Okay, let's see. I had this kind of planned out. Okay, our little bee is going to be green. Our bee is going to be bumblebee yellow. And I think these little round flowers I'm going to make blue. And then this is going to be orange. And then we'll stop. You know what? I'm going to try to get this whole section done. So I'm going to try to do the bee, the butterfly, and the flowers before it dries. Think I can do it?
You can do it.
Can do it. Okay, let's see. So, bee, boom. At the Okay, let's see. These were going to be Did I say this was guava? This is going to be guava. And you know what? This guava is pretty dry, little on the thick side. So it's gonna dry pretty quick. I may come back to these blue flowers. After a while, you kind of get a feel for your paste. You can kind of tell, oh, this is on the dry side. It's going to dry quickly. And if worse came to worse, if it didn't turn out, I can always clean it off. I can wash off the paste, and if it messes up the blackboard, I can repaint the blackboard. Oh, I'm going to peel this. We'll go back for the butterfly, the blue flowers. Give this a dry. Now you can do any colors you want. These are just the ones I'm doing. I'm quick like a bunny. Oh, I get in trouble when I get quick like a bunny. Okay, so what are you thinking, Cindy? Fairly new. What's your impression? Think this is something you could do? By all means, keep watching us. Keep watching us, and hopefully someday you will think, I could try that. But let me tell you, don't try with a big project like this. Okay, what did I say? I'm going to do blue. And this is dusky blue. This is getting tight quarters, so I'm going to switch out to a half A squeegee. This is just a mini squeegee that I cut in half. It helps me get into some smaller spaces here. Blue and butterfly. What am I going to do with the butterfly? I'm going to do it. Funny. Never had it. The plastic separate from the. That was different. Okay. Oh. Let's see. This is our berry. Wings in the berry. In the berry and lid. And what am I gonna do? Let's do his body, her body in, what did I say color this was? Raspberry sorbet. A bit darker. Hear my dog snoring.
You're both asleep.
Must have been a long day. Okay, I'm ready to peel this side up. Woohoo! You like it? What do you think? Are you liking it so far? Again, use whatever colors you decorate with. Thank you, Cindy. We certainly appreciate that. Have we decided what we're spending our next stars on?
We're going to be using it for gifting.
Gifting? We're going to gift? We're going to use it for giveaways?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to use our next stars for some giveaway. Maybe we'll play bingo. Okay, we need to play bingo. Okay, so that's dry. I'm going to lay that down. And I think I'm going to work on this side now. I'm going to do that same thing. So many decisions. So many decisions. Okay, so I'm going to do, well, the bee's going to be yellow. This flower is going to be the two different shades of pink. This, I think that's going to be blue. And then how about we do an orange and yellow butterfly? Orange and yellow butterfly. And you know what? That orange, I'm going to thin it down just a little bit. So I'm taking some distilled water and I'm just putting a little bit in my jar. I'm using distilled water because it won't grow any bacteria. So it kind of keeps my paste pure. It doesn't have any minerals. It doesn't have any bacteria. I'm gonna thin that down a little bit so it won't dry quite so fast. That is going to be the last one I do. So I'm going to start with our bee. Okay, and then what did I say? I'm going to do pinks. So all these colors. Haven't used this many colors in a long time. So I'm going to do the peony on the top. And then I'm going to do the raspberry sorbet on the bottom. Excess. And switch over raspberry. It's okay if it kind of blends. Kind of look like an ombre. There is a dividing line. Raspberry sorbet needs a little bit of water too. Blending it. It's okay. I think I might just go with that. Okay, and then I said blue for this guy. Say, let's do a yellow body. Guava wings. That's actually the hardest part, is trying to decide what colors to do where. Trying not to mix the colors, but it's okay if I do. In fact, I did kind of mix that, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to kind of ombre it. Never know that I made a mistake. Okay, let's peel this side up. Start at the corners, but I'm not going to pull from the corners because that will tweak my transfer. Peel that up. Woohoo, looks good. Just wait till you see the whole thing done. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. Lay that down gently, but don't push it down. We'll push down where I still need to chalk. And okay, this is gonna be pink. I think those are gonna be 2 different shades of blue. Okay. So let's get started on that. So this is, oh, I'm sorry, this was not dusky blue. That is colonial blue. This is dusky blue. I'm going to start the tops of these. Dusky blue. So as you can see, the bigger transfers are a little challenging, but just do it in pieces. Take your time. And if you're going slow, just stop frequently and paste and peel. And it will be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Where did that come from? Did that come from a movie or is that just catchphrase? Ew. Okay, so that was my dusky blue. I'm going to switch over to my colonial blue. Starting to get a little messy, so I'm going to take a water wipe and clean this off. Switch here to colonial blue. Base of those, I don't know, that maybe that should have been green. That was part of the calyx or whatever that part is. The flower. I actually started out as an agriculture major. That didn't last very long. Switched to business. And then I became a teacher. Go figure. Okay, and I've got another butterfly. I don't know what color we're going to do that butterfly. Gonna decide later. So let's get these blue flowers, and you can kind of see where the black is coming up a little bit. So maybe I should have waxed it. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Well, I just did a fine.
Uh-huh.
That's not nothing.
Okay, it's not like a movie quote or anything.
On
Okay, let's do
shirts.
a backwards of this one. So let's do the berry inside this button. And then we will do the raspberry sorbet on the outside. Okay. And let's see. This I was going to do yellow and orange, the center orange. It's our bumblebee, bright yellow. Okay. Yellow. Orange in the center.
Got that noise too high. Not picking up every
Is it not picking up?
your voice.
It's not picking up my voice? Okay.
It's blocking it.
Go. And then 2 more flowers. And then we will be done. Okay. So this one, I think I'm going to go back to blue. Should I do a light blue? Do that one light blue or dark blue? Dark blue, dark blue. Let's do this light blue. Now, this, you could do this. This would be awesome, just one color on black. You could do it white on black, and it would look awesome. You don't have to do all these different colors. You could just do a very high contrast black and white. And I need to all push down. Okay, and this is going to be my pinks again. And before I do that, I'm going to thin this down a little bit.
You know, I was thinking about what you just said about the one color. That would look really good, like on a canvas with black gesso all over it or something, and black.
I have a black canvas.
Huh?
I have a black canvas.
I know. I'm just thinking that would. This would look good on a canvas.
It would. It would. Or on watercolor paper. That's kind of my newest thing. Ooh.
Oh. Oops.
Watch this. Watch this. It's not dry. It's water-based. I can clean it up. Woohoo! Okay. This is my dark. Looking to see if I missed any comments. I'm mesmerizing you all, aren't I? You got you're sitting on the edge of your seats, aren't you?
You're busy making dinner. Actually, Sis is probably about ready to go to bed, I would assume.
Could be. Okay, I think I'm done. about that. Okay. Let me peel it up, then I will clean up. So don't peel from the corners. You can start at the corners. We are going to completely remove that. Woohoo! What do you think? I know what I think. I think I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I'm going to put my lids back on all of my pastes, put all of my squeegees in a water bath so I can clean them all up. Okay, and I will lift it up in just a moment. Clean up here. I used a lot of different colors, didn't I? So if you want all these colors, you better take advantage of my paste sale. It's a pretty good deal. Because this is my business page, I can't tell you the prices or the discount, but it's a pretty good deal. You can go, again, you can comment sale, or you could actually go to my VIP group. If you're not a member of my VIP group, it is absolutely free. And that's where I am. It's a private group, so I have to approve you to get in. But that's where I can offer sales and deals and giveaways and specials and all that good stuff. So if you're not a member of my VIP group, comment VIP. And again, if you've already commented something and gotten a notification, my bot will only send you one per post. So go ahead and comment, and just know that after the live, I'll go back through and I will forward you all of the links that you didn't get. Okay, so let me give this a dry. I'm liking it. Okay, did I get hearts? I wasn't looking. Yes, that black background really does. You have to be careful what colors you use with black, because dark colors don't pop on black. But I am liking it. Okay. So shall we stand it up? Do we want to see it face up? Or are we happy with it just like this? Hello? Bill, should we lift it up or should we just leave it flat?
I was looking at Daisy's
I know. You were busy loving on your doggo. Okay, what should we do? Lift it up?
That's a good picture. Go ahead and turn it around.
Okay. And of course, you can't see me. I'm over here. Well, now you've done it. Which one? Now you've got two things. I don't know which one's live. This one right here.
This one over here.
Okay, so there we go. That's our big old picture. I hope you like it. Now there is no mounting hardware on here. I'm gonna have to get something put on there. Maybe some saw hooks or some. I think maybe I may just assign you to do that. So this is our big old flower book, and it's part of the book collection, part of that design set. So, and it could be yours. Comment books to get the link. Or if you're tired of just commenting things, just tell me what you want and I'll get you set up. Okay, but I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you realize that you can do hard things. We just do it a little bit at a time, slow it down, and it all works out. So let me lay this back down. And that is it for tonight. It took just under an hour, but ta-da! This would be, I can't even imagine how much this would cost in a store. I imagine it would be $75 to $100 to get something like this in the store. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put all this good stuff, all of my book stuff. So thanks for hanging out with us. If you haven't already followed our page, we would appreciate it if you would. And make sure you have said hello in the chat. And thanks so much. And we hope you'll join us again in the future. Probably tomorrow we will do another live. And have a great rest of your week. And we will see you. Bye-bye.